In 300 BC, in the city of Cyprus, a wealthy trader named Zeno lost everything when his ship sank. In an instant, he went from rich to poor due to an event beyond his control. Faced with this misfortune, Zeno could have reacted with anger or despair, but instead, he embraced acceptance. This experience led him to develop Stoicism, a philosophy focused on resilience, control, and perspective. At its core, Stoicism teaches that while we cannot control what happens to us, we can control how we respond. Rather than lamenting loss, Zeno chose composure. This mindset shift, though small, shaped an enduring way of life. Stoics are often seen as unemotional, but true Stoicism is about understanding the world rather than suppressing feelings. It provides a practical framework for navigating life's challenges, just as relevant today as it was centuries ago. By processing negative emotions productively, we gain a unique perspective on life. The Stoics believed that their philosophy should be accessible to all, not confined to elite schools or palaces. As a result, anyone, from slaves to emperors, could embrace it. Notable Stoics include Epictetus, a former slave, Seneca, a respected statesman, and Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor. They lived by their teachings, advocating for equality and coining the term cosmopolitan, meaning a citizen of the world. One key Stoic practice is voluntary discomfort, where individuals intentionally experience hardship, sleeping on the floor, taking cold showers, or eating simple meals to cultivate gratitude and mental resilience. By confronting discomfort, they prepared for adversity and learned that happiness is not dependent on material wealth. Modern society often equates success with status and possessions. Yet, Stoicism warns against placing happiness in external things. Wealth, possessions, and even relationships can be lost, but inner peace and resilience remain within our control. As Seneca wrote, learning to live with less creates space for what truly matters. At the heart of Stoicism lies the dichotomy of control, the ability to distinguish between what we can and cannot influence. As Epictetus put it, the chief task in life is to separate matters so that I can say clearly to myself which are externals not under my control and which have to do with my choices. This principle applies universally. A Stoic does not judge success by external validation, but by effort and intention, whether in personal endeavors or professional pursuits. Focusing on what we control leads to greater fulfillment. Stoicism is built upon four main virtues: wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice. Wisdom allows us to separate the controllable from the uncontrollable. Courage teaches us to persist through difficulties. Temperance reminds us to find balance. Justice, the most important virtue, emphasizes doing good for others, not just ourselves. Nelson Mandela embodied Stoic principles during his 27 years of imprisonment. Instead of seeking revenge, he urged reconciliation, focusing on what was within his control, building a better nation. His actions demonstrated the power of Stoic thinking in the face of adversity. Today, Stoicism influences modern psychology, particularly in therapies like rational emotive behavioral therapy, REBT, and logotherapy. These approaches help individuals challenge negative thought patterns, develop resilience, and find purpose, reinforcing Stoic principles in contemporary life. Ultimately, Stoicism teaches us to embrace life's uncertainties, focus on what we can control, and find peace in the present. Whether we thrive or face setbacks, the key to a fulfilling life lies not in external circumstances, but in our response to them. Everything has an end, but until then, we choose how we live.